we talked, didn't we, about you engaging with or contacting Health Watch.
I
Health,
did.
yeah, Health Watch were really helpful.
Health
They
Watch was who directed me to you
they
initially,
directed you to us, and we
thankfully.
directed you back to them because they're an agency that support change within the NHS. And they do have quite a substantial amount of power to do that, but they absolutely need people like you to make contact with them and to say, I feel as though I've not had the treatment that I should have, and I've not been treated fairly because of my
I think
condition.
I don't think I've not been treated fairly because of my condition. I think I've not been treated fairly from the offset because
Yeah.
I was prejudged by the social worker who were allocated. And I think it's imperative that we everybody we work together, and if there is something amiss, we have to speak up because it's the only way we're going to change the criteria you have to meet to get the support. So I've got adult social care saying, oh, well, we don't support people unstable epileptics like you, but you flagged up for CHC, so you can go to them. And then I've got CHC saying, well, actually, you're not under us either because we feel it's more social. And it's a little bit of social and a little bit of medical, if you like. And we together need to speak louder and prouder. I'm not ashamed to admit that I have a fit, I fall on the floor and I'm in a pool of pee. That's my condition. That triggers me anxiety. But together, if we all speak up and say, well, yeah, actually, I could do with supporting this. And if there was a box on your form that said this, we tick it and we get it, whether it be support from adult social care or support from NHS funding. But together, we need to
And
change them boxes.
the impact, which I've known you now for a few months, and I know the impact of having multiple seizures is related to stress.
Oh, stress,
and
wow.
and what you've experienced from trying to gain access to services has created
I can tell you
substantial stress.
that since I've met you, probably 70% of my seizures are down to the stress brought on prejudgmental attitudes and personal opinions by adult social care. So, for anyone who's listening, be prepared to be labelled and degraded probably 80-90% of your working time. That and being told we don't have time to pick up this message, or it's difficult, it's not an easy process. But if we don't stand up and say you cannot treat us this way, we need support for this, or we need support for that, we're never going to get anywhere, and we're never going to get any boxes ticked.
In fact, you were very brave. I heard last week a newly allocated care coordinator had been.
We'll call him the elusive because contact is horrific.
But he hadn't responded to your messages on the phone, and you were becoming very.
I was agitated. I was really agitated. I couldn't breathe.
I understand you spoke to him directly, and you shared with him the impact this had, and how did he he did respond in a positive way eventually, didn't he?
I informed him that he'd actually directly caused me seizures, the stress of the not being able to contact him and him not reiterating a whole message to me. So I got, oh, this is a care company, oh, here's the phone number. But who's my point of contact? What information have you given them? And he had no idea that for someone with anxiety, that these were imperative things that we need. It's not just, I'd like to know, it's, I need to know. And if you don't know, it escalates and your mind's going 10 to the dozen. So I explained to him, my brain can't function on other tasks because I'm focused on, well, what's the company? What's he told him? Who's the person I'm meant to speak to? Has he told him what I've told him, or has he told them what he wants them to know? I need to know. And he was quite shocked. And to be fair to the guy, he did actually apologise, because
Yeah.
he didn't comprehend that with anxiety, your brain's going. And then it's like I said to him, and then I'm anxious then. That thrills my stress levels up. Your stress level goes up. Oh, I'm now at a higher risk of seizure. And I did thank him for apologising. But ultimately, if we could be more open with our social worker we were allocated, and they had that extra 10 minutes to listen to how the mental and physical impact it has and the knock-on effect to your
Yeah.
conditions, that's got to be beneficial for
Yeah.
everybody. And
Yeah.
that's what I want people to do. I want you to tell your social workers, give me 10 minutes. I don't care that you've got a caseload that's falling over. You chose your job. You chose to help people. I need you to hear this.
Yeah.
Not I want, I need, because it is a need to be heard and understood.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
You're
Thank you very
welcome.
much.